As a lawyer, what's the most unforgettable case you've handled in court? I represented a woman as a court-appointed criminal public defender. The client had an IQ 10 points below the character Forrest Gump. The woman's husband was abusive to her and she was terrified of him. The husband insisted that my client had schmex with a 12-year-old neighborhood boy. She did. The boy told his parents, causing both my client and her husband to be charged with a life schmex offense. My client had already given the police a valid and full confession of her participation. I had my client undergo a forensic psychological examination on her criminal responsibility and her competence to stand trial. The result was that it would be up to the jury to decide. If I took the case to trial and she was convicted, she would have to serve 8 years minimum in prison. My client was in a very physically abusive relationship with her husband. I wanted to have expert testimony at her trial about the battered spouse syndrome. That is, the wife could not be responsible for doing a criminal act when faced with physical harm if she did not. The male judge said there was no such thing as wife abuse, it was called marriage. The judge made it very clear he did not care that my client was developmentally disabled or that her husband beat her. The judge agreed if my client pleads guilty to a 20-year felony